grade 10. So today we're going on to converting decimals to fractions. Okay, just to read through a couple of these things, just remember you can pause the video to take down notes. So rational numbers can be written in the form a over b, in other words, a fraction. Terminating decimals can be represented as fractions by writing them as tenths, hundreds, or thousands. So terminating decimal would be something like 0.25. It doesn't reoccur, it just stops. The number of decimal places is determined by the number of zeros in the denominator, which I'll show you in a second with some examples. This method cannot be used for reoccurring decimals. Again, we'll go through examples just now and you'll see why. Okay, so if we look at example 1, we have to convert the following: 0.36, 1.026, and negative 3.0402. Okay, so example 1a. We need to convert 0.36. So it's terminating because it is only 0.36. It doesn't reoccur. So what I do is I count how many decimal places I have. I have 1, 2. So I put 2 zeros because of the 2 decimals, and I put a 1 in the front. Then I put the number that we have, 36. So it's 36 over 100. But now just remember that we need to simplify our fractions, grade 10s. So you can simplify this 36 over 100 to be 9 over 25. And that will be the decimal 0.36. If we look at example B, 1,026. Okay, so how many decimal places do I have here? 1, 2, 3. So I put 3 zeros and just a 1 in the front. And then what is our number? It is 1026. Okay, so that is our fraction, but remember we need to simplify our fractions, and if we simplify this we get 513 over 500. And again, grade 10s, you can see that this is a terminating decimal. There's nothing more to it, it's not repeating and it's not carrying on. Okay, the last one here is negative 3,0402. Okay, so we know whatever our answer is going to be a negative. How many decimal places do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put down 4 zeros and then a 1 on the front, and then we write down whatever our number is here, 30402. Simplify the fraction. Question will always state simplify, and we get negative 1520 over 5,000, and we've converted those decimals to their fractions. Okay, so moving on. Now, example 2. Convert the following decimals into fractions. Now, as you can see with these examples here, these were terminating. Okay, we only had 0.36. Here we had 1.026. Whereas these lines here, or dots, means that this number carries on. So this would be 0.42, 42, 42, 42. So it's not terminating. So what we need to do there is a different type of method. Okay. So example 2. A. So we've got this 0.424242, and it carries on and on and on. Now what I'm going to do, grade 10s, is I'm going to say that this thing equals x. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by either a 10 or 100 or 1,000, depending on how many digits repeat. So as you can see here, we've got 42, then it repeats 42, 42. So what I need to do is I need to multiply it by 100, because we've got 2 decimals, so that's 2 zeros, so that's 100. So I'm going to multiply this by 100. So x times 100 is 100x. equals, and if I multiply this side by 100, that decimal will move 2 places there, and we're left with 42, 42, 42, 42, and it carries on. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this one, subtract this one. Okay, so 100x minus x gives me 99x. 42 minus 0 is 42. Then 42, 42, 42 minus 42, 42, 42, they cancel. All right. To get the x on its own, I divide by the 99, and we get x is equal to 42 over 99. That is our fraction that will give us this decimal. And just to check, just got the calculator here. If we say 42 divided by 99, and we get that 0.424242, which is what we wanted. Okay. Example B. We've got 1, 236, 236, 236, and it repeats. Okay. If I say x is equal to this, now, in order to multiply by 10, 100, or 1,000, I need to look how many digits repeat. So we've got 236, 236, 236. So that's repeating. So I need to multiply this by 1, 2, 3, by 1,000. So I multiply that by 1,000, and I get 1,000x equals. Multiply this by 1,000, and we get 1236, 236, 236, 236. I take this one, subtract this one. So 1,000x minus x gives me 999x equals 1,236 minus 1 will give me 1,235. Then 236, 236, 236 minus 236, 236, 236, they cancel. To get the x on its own, I divide by this 999, so x is equal to 1,235 over 999. Okay, just to double check, we've got 1235 divided by 999, and we get that 1.236236, which is what we wanted. Okay, the last example. Okay, example C. We've got negative 0, 421. Now this one's a little bit different because only the 2, 1 repeats, not the 4. So it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and it carries on. Now, before I do this method that I just did over here with the first 2, what I need to do is I need to get only the digits that are repeating on the right hand side of the decimal. Okay, so I know my final answer is going to be a negative, so I'm going to ignore that negative, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply by 10, okay, to get that 4 on the other side. Then it repeats. Okay, so what we would get here is we would get 10x is equal to 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and so on. Okay, don't worry about the negative just yet. I'll put that in the final answer. Okay, now what I need to do now is I now need to multiply by 100 because that's where the number of digits that are repeating. So if I multiply this by 100, we get 1,000. X is equal to 421, multiply that by 100, 21, 21, 21, and so on. Okay, now I'm going to take this one, subtract this one, so 1000x minus 10 gives us 990x equals 421 minus 4 will give us 417. Then 212121 minus 212121 cancels. Divide through by the 990, and we get x is equal to 417 over 990. Okay, now just to double check. 417. Divide that by 990. And there it is there, 0.421212121. But remember, it is negative. So I must just put the negative in there. Don't forget that, grade 10s. Okay. Right, so grade 10s, what I would like you to do for homework is this exercise 1.1, numbers 5, 7, and 8. Then exercise 1.26, number 3. Thank you.